Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Here we are. Paul's Monday market update number 210 for Monday, 12th of January, 2026. I hope you're all well. I hope you've had a good start to the year. I hope, unlike myself, that you have managed to avoid this kind of nasty winter flu that's been going around. I've been fighting it off for the last 10 days, but we're here, we're okay. And we're ready for what is going to be another eventful week in the year. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, never really been here before, the Monday market update is just that. It is me flying through as much as I can cover in the next 25-30 minutes, focusing on strength and weakness within FX and indices markets, looking at some charts of interest, and then taking a look at the live markets. It is not a signal service. It's not trade recommendations. It's just me sharing with you what I'm seeing and whether it has any benefit or help to you in your own trading and investing endeavors. As always, you are very welcome here, but just remember that you are always responsible for your own trading and investing decisions. And if you want some help and support in making 2026 your best trading year, you can join the VTP Trader Accountability Group, basically a small group meeting every week to help you build discipline, accountability, and consistency in your trading endeavors. You can either ping me for questions, or once again, that QR code will take you to the page. Next, we've got BlackRock once again on the weekly chart. As always, I make a little bit of a kind of in the interests of full disclosure. I've got family members who work at BlackRock. Okay, so when I look at this, I have an interest. But what I'm really looking at here is, we just looked at a great trend there in BlackRock. In JP Morgan, a great trend there. Whilst BlackRock has been pushing its way to highs, it's not been in the sort of same way that JP Morgan has been. There's been quite some significant pullbacks. However, we remain above $1,000. Okay, and what I'm interested in is, whereas JP Morgan, and as we'll see, the sort of other financial companies have been in that trend, strong trend. BlackRock has actually come off there a little bit, hasn't it? We kind of peaked out here. We kind of fell our way down to the 50 period moving average, inside bar at the 50. It acted as support. We pushed up. But now what I'm intrigued is that, we can see that the 20 period moving average has kind of rolled over a bit. So I look at this as prices sort of stuck between, a descending 20 period moving average and a rising 50. So I look at this as, this is basically, it's squeezing up. Look at that. Lots of inside bars there. Lots of weekly inside bars. Last week was a bit of a blowout of it, but still, it's kind of a bit of a doji. I look at that as, is that likely to be forming ourselves a lower high? Okay, certainly for me, that if those BlackRock numbers are poor, okay, if there's any particular issues with that, then invariably I'll be looking for us to go back and test $1,000. But for me, that just looks like it's squeezing up before earnings, okay, and which are on Thursday. BlackRock, BlackRock Thursday before market, okay, and I think that's what we're just doing. We're squeezing before then, and those markets, as I said, that might be the earnings, could be the catalyst for the next move. And if the numbers are poor and general sentiment, okay, across the banking sector is poor, then it wouldn't surprise me for us to drift to 1,000. Naturally, if we get good numbers and if the overall sentiment is strong for the finance sector, well, I'd be wanting to see it break above that weekly 20, and then really, excuse me, pushing back to these kind of, that kind of 1160 is kind of, is the highest close. That's the way I'd be looking at that for myself and stuff. And so, into that region would be the move. So, it's a squeeze before the move from, as I said, I think Thursday could be the catalyst of that. We've got that, but it's as I said, there's a busy week going on as well. We've got lots going on. We've got CPI data this week as well, and PPI data, and for those in the UK, there's also going to be GDP on Friday. So it's going to be an interesting week. All right, an interesting week for us all.